So for a while, I've been seeing these Findlay hats on Facebook, and I'm thinking to myself, man, this has got to be another fashion trend. So I saw the laces on the front, and I'm like, cool, seems interesting. But lately, I started seeing the commercials more and more and more. And then today, I finally saw what the whole lace thing was about. I'm just gonna let you know right now, it was so cool. I just went straight down to Zoomies and picked up a cap of my own. I mean, my fiance took me straight there. She's like, yo, you gotta get one of those, because not for anything, I'm a photographer. I'm always outside, I'm always shooting, and I have problems with my hat all the time. Now, I don't like doing my hair 24/7, especially if I know that all day long I'm gonna be sweating, I'm gonna be like working hard, I'm gonna be just really having to not pay attention to how I look. And a cap is just a really simple way to make sure that you have a consistently good look to you, as long as you keep your shirt tucked in and you curate what hat you pick. So it became very important to me to find not only a cap, but multiple caps. So you had to find caps that had great designs. But when it came to the classic snapback, you were sort of limited because almost everything's already been done. So when I saw the lace idea, I did think it was cool, but I didn't think it was enough to really convince me to look any further into them, especially considering that when you see them in your Facebook feed, it just seems like, how many cheap, fake things do we see there? So what compelled me to finally go and pick this cap up at Zoomies is what I'm about to demonstrate. So very simple. If you're a photographer, if you go outside a lot, this is exactly why you're going to be buying this cap by the end of this video. So I'm just going to take this off and walk you through this demonstration real easy. So real simple, we're just going to start at the front of the cap with the laces. As you can see, these aren't just here for decoration, they're actually functional. So first, you take each lace out from the grommets on either side. Once the laces are out, you're going to want to undo the loop on each side. It's very simple. They're just basically a twist. Once the loops are undone, pull the wooden neck strap out, and then you just place on your head like a normal cap, and grab both ends and tighten. And boom. Your hat is not only safely secure on the top of your head, but in the event you're a photographer, you have your flash on top of the camera, and you go to whip that camera up real quick for a shot that you weren't expecting to take, it's a great feeling to know that if you knock your cap back, it's right around your neck. It's not gonna go flying. Especially if, let's say, it was a windy day and that was just enough for the wind to catch it and your cap is gone. Well, that's a bad day indeed. But at least in the case of Finlay hats, you don't have to worry about ever losing the cap you put all this love and thought into buying. So, to put it back, we're gonna start once again. Take the lace, starting from underneath on either side, pull straight up, through. Once you're through, easiest way, you hook, come through the little loop that you're creating on the front, and when you come under, you should have a little bow like this. At this point, you're gonna wanna take this bow, tighten it just a touch and keep it sort of centered within the lace. Tuck it, don't worry about tightening it right now. Same thing with the other side, starting from underneath, come through the top, through the hole, and through the grommet. And at this point, your cap is laced. All you have to do is just come from underneath, pull the laces and tighten them up a little bit on either side to keep it symmetrical, as so. So obviously the hat has not only just the usefulness of being able to make sure your hair can be contained no matter the situation when you're out and shooting, if you're out playing sports, skateboarding, snowboarding. I mean, you shouldn't be snowboarding or skateboarding without a helmet, but naturally Findlay does have a solution for that. As far as I'm concerned, they are looking into future developments for making active sportswear for people who are into extreme sports. But as for the caps, if you are insisting on not wearing safety equipment and you are gonna wear your caps, the least you can do is make sure that they're fastened to you so you don't have an event where your cap blows off, you get distracted and end up in a very serious accident. Especially if you're skateboarding or BMXing, you don't want to take your eyes off of what you're doing for any moment, and it's just impulsive for you to go looking for your cap the moment it whips off. At least with this, you can get rid of that muscle memory, and if you feel your cap go, you just know it's going to catch around your neck. And that to me is a huge plus. So if you're interested more in Findlay caps, you can just go to, let me check that website real quick, www.findlayhats.com. And before we miss one of the really cool parts of this hat, it may seem simple at first, but really it's actually quite brilliant, and I haven't seen this done on a cap before. So when we take off the cap, you can see underneath the lid, actually underneath the front, you can see we've got a little, what looks like a pouch, and the reason it looks like a pouch is because it actually is. If you go inside of here, well, I can't guarantee you'll find the same thing in yours, but you know, you can stash at least maybe a few dollars, a few thousand, depending on what notes you have. Put a little cartridge, put whatever small little items you might want to keep discreetly tucked away underneath your cap. But then again, of course, you know, it's something that just you don't even think about having until the day you have it, and then you go, wow, smart idea. So definitely, you know, if you're going to a club, you're going to a festival, you don't want to have your wallet. There are going to be critics out there, oh, what if you lose your hat? Well, duh, that's kind of the point of having these. But other than that, you can expect that, well, it's easier to just put your money in your cap as a guy, because, I mean, we don't exactly have bras to go tucking things into. And, you know, putting stuff in your junk just isn't cool. I mean, babe, if you were at a festival and some guy just like reached into his pants and started fishing around, what would you think?
Nasty.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, that's not a good look, fellas. I would suggest, you know, if you don't want to walk with the wallet, you know, at least get a Findlay cap, because then you could at least put something in there and then diversify whatever else. I mean, cargo pants, maybe, I don't know. It's up to you. Fanny packs are here are cool now.
Yep.
Yeah, fanny packs are making a return. I'm definitely going to be picking up some really loud ones in the future. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. But definitely thank you so much for watching, guys. We're really proud to launch this channel. We've put a lot of effort and a lot of thought into what we're going to be doing going forward. To put it very simple, we're focusing on fitness, we're focusing on lifestyle, we're focusing on happiness, we're focusing on relationships, we're focusing on cars, we're focusing on anything that more or less will contribute to your life in a positive way. And we will also be addressing the negatives too. We'll be talking about current political situations and even discussing what our visions for the future will be in terms of even running potentially for president.